dance around, yeah. I know that every day will always bring me something new.
So here we are headed down the highway, out on another adventure. We've been planning this one now for probably six months, I guess. But we are on our way to Destin, Florida area, going down to Topsail Hill State Park. And so this is my first time ever being in Destin. I think you were there.
Yeah, about 25 years ago.
Many years ago. Yeah. But I've always wanted to go, so we decided to make the trip, kind of cut it into two half days, and so we left yesterday and drove about 4.5 hours down to Pine Mountain. I think it's called Pine Mountain, Georgia. Is that where it was? Pine Mountain RV Resort, and pretty neat little campground. Stayed overnight, and now we're headed out, and we've got about another 4 hours or so, 3.5, 4 hours down to Destin. We actually are in Alabama right now, so we go through Alabama for a few hours, and then end up in Florida. So pretty country down through here. It's the first time we've RV'd through Alabama. And really kind of like it. Pretty neat countryside. So Katie's sister is coming down in a couple of days, and she'll be down here as well. So that ought to be fun. Okay, so we made it here to Topsail Hill State Park, and we got in here a little early, and so our site is not ready yet. So they asked us just to pull over here into the parking area, and so we're parked right here. Got a couple of slides out, and we are making some lunch. This is a good opportunity for me to use my Blue Eddy solar generator, I guess they call them, but this thing's pretty neat, so I can keep this thing stored in the camper. And this is the AC 200 Max version, but it's got a 30 amp outlet here, so I can actually dog bone it down into a or up to a 50 amp for my camper here. And that allows us to go ahead and use things like the microwave, you know, different things. Cannot use the AC, but we can use fans and, of course, lights and different things like that. And but it works out pretty cool. It's pretty handy for in a pinch. So this is our campsite here at Topsail Hill Preserve State Park. And we are at site 61. Yeah, these sites are a little small. Most of these sites here are pretty close together. Kind of typical of some of the state parks, I guess you could say. But it's a nice spot. Relatively private for as small of, or as tight as these sites are. It's beautiful weather here right now. We're here in early first week of November. We actually are watching a hurricane, I guess, coming in off of the Atlantic into east coast of Florida. And right now they're saying that we're going to be okay here. It's supposed to take a big turn once it comes ashore and kind of run up the middle of Florida and then up into Georgia and in South Carolina, kind of make a big hook back to the east. So hopefully that holds, and we won't get too much. I think Thursday maybe some rain, I believe they're saying, or Wednesday or Thursday. Maybe a little bit of wind, but so far it's looking good. We'll have to watch it closely. So we're down here at the beach here. This is the campground access out here on Topsail Hill State Park. Man, these dunes are beautiful. Look at this. It is really, really nice. So the beach is about, I think it's just under a mile from the campground. And you can't drive over here. You can walk or ride your bike, or you can bring a tram that runs every hour between the hours of 9 and 4. So, but boy, it's really beautiful here. This is what they call the Emerald Coast. Beautiful, beautiful water. Nice, beautiful sand, white sand, all along here. So this morning we are headed down to the beach. We actually have somebody coming in here at the campground who are going to be releasing some turtles, some rehabilitated turtles into the water, and so we thought that'd be pretty cool to go see them do that. Our campsite here is about a little over half a mile from the beach, so we're going to go ahead and ride our e-bikes down there. And it's a little cooler today, a little breezy, but the sun's out, so we're hoping for a good day, and this should be interesting to see the turtles released back into the wild. So let's go check it out. A little windy out here, huh?
It is, but it's nice.
Beautiful water. Look at the colors. That's why they call it the Emerald Coast. So I think down there is where they're going to release the turtles. So we're going to head down that way. Looks like they got a group of people already assembled.
It's a workout.
Sand is so soft.
Yeah.
Good morning. So we are out here where they're going to release a couple of turtles, rehabilitated turtles, and so we're just waiting for them to bring them over here. And once they do, they'll turn them loose here and let them head down there towards the water.
Pensacola Beach Fishing Pier on August 4th of this year. Beautiful. Minnie is a sub-adult, adult Kemp's Ridley. These are our rarest sea turtles of all 7 species. But quite embarrassing. But send to make her way into the water soon. We will give her a further assessment. Species of all 7 species.
From what I understand, there's over 10 miles of trails out in here. And you can see there the 2 main lakes, and then of course the Gulf there on the other side of the dunes. But these trails just wind all around here. See gators. Out there's one. Out there's a gator. He's floating along. There's a beautiful little lake here. And just on the other side of the lake are the dunes. Back right there you can see some really tall dunes right there. And then of course just beyond that is the ocean, the Gulf. So beautiful. There's several of these freshwater lakes just off the, I guess just on the other side of the dunes from the ocean. Here's where they rent the kayaks and paddleboards so you can go out there and hang out with the gators. That'd be fun. Yeah, it's kind of, you gotta stay, whoa, you stay in the flat tracks. This way, straight. All right, so this is the second lake. This is Morris Lake. And probably about a mile, less than a mile maybe, from the other lake, away from the campground. So we're a couple of miles away from the campground now. But over here on this side, look at these dunes. There's just rolling dunes between here and the Gulf over there, just on the other side. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday morning here in Destin, Florida, and we are keeping our eye again on Hurricane Nicole. Is it Nicole? I think it's Nicole. Coming into the east side of Florida, down further south towards Miami, and then it's supposed to come right up through Florida, and then hook back again to the east before it gets here. So hopefully, we will only get a little rain and some wind, and so today is a little cloudy. But we decided we're going to go and get out this morning before the rain comes and go to Gulf Aquarium, I believe it's called. Anyway, it's an aquarium here in Destin, and don't know much about it. We just heard about it, so we decided, hey, let's go check it out. So we're going to go head towards Destin, where Katie's sister is hanging out. She's staying up there in an Airbnb, and so we're going to go pick her up and go check out the aquarium for a little bit. So. So here we are at the Gulf Aquarium, and we're here with Kristen, Katie's sister. So we're going to check this out. It looks like it's supposed to be pretty neat, pretty popular, and they got a few shows look like going on right now, actually. So. So there is some pretty big sharks down there. Look at those suckers. Wow. Wow, look how big those are. Big redfish. Look at that. At the boardwalk, looking for a little something to eat here, so we're going to go in here and check out the crab trap. And, okay, so we decided to settle for rockin' tacos. So these are avocado fries. Never heard of them, never had them before, but they are good. All right, wow, look at this. These tacos are huge. So I've got lobster and fish. Quite amazing. What do you have?
Taco salad.
Taco salad? Mm-hmm. All right. And Kristen?
Same thing.
Same thing. Fish and lobster.
Yep. Beautiful.
Beautiful. So we're going to go out here on this fishing pier called the Island Pier here on Fort Walton Beach. So it's kind of windy here today coming offshore, but you can look back there at the boardwalk that we were on where we ate lunch, and if you look out that way back east, back towards Panama City, you can see the outer bands of the hurricane or tropical storm Nicole coming up through. So we're calling for some of that to reach us here this afternoon and evening a little bit, so we'll see what happens. Well, good morning, everyone. So today we are out and about again. The remnants of Hurricane Nicole barely brushed us, so we got a little bit of rain and a little bit of wind, but not much. Today's a beautiful day. And so today we are down here at Rosemary Beach, Florida. And wow, this is such a neat little town. Pretty amazing. It's kind of got a European feel. But it's just a beautiful little town, and we're walking in here to the little center of town and gonna find us something to eat. So we are out here at a little place called Noriega Point. And it's kind of like a peninsula sandbar that goes out kind of between Harbor Walk and which is right over there. That's Harbor Walk, and then out there's the ocean. So this is kind of like an inlet or a harbor that comes in here. And of course there's the bridge that crosses over. I think that's Henderson Beach State Park, maybe on the other side there. But it's beautiful white sand here, and you got of course the harbor here with all the boats.
I'm surprised how cold the ocean is here.
I feel like it's that cold, but I don't know, it's probably warmer. Water out here is so clear, so beautiful. I guess that's why it's such a good snorkeling spot. Maybe there's some coral. Nice little sandy beach there. Looks like there's a number of them along here. Catch some sun. So what do you think of this spot here, Noriega Point?
Peaceful. I just want to stay here.
Yeah, it would be nice to have brought like a lunch or something and some beach chairs and just hang out here.
And binoculars.
Yeah, and watch the boats come in. It really is neat. So now we're on the other side of the water from Noriega Point over here at the this big hotel, and it's called Harbor Walk Village. And so this is where the boardwalk is. I guess a bunch of shops and so on. So we'll take a look here and see what it's all about. But this is really a neat structure here. Kind of cool. Tournament, fishing tournament, leaderboard. Well, good morning. Boy, it's a completely different day here. Sunday morning. And boy, it got down to 42 degrees last night here in North Florida. Kind of surprised, didn't expect that. But we are heading out today. We're actually going to be heading up to back to Pine Mountain, Georgia. We're going to stop halfway home, and just like we did coming down, same place. Cut the trip in half. So I'm just getting things packed up here, doing the tanks, getting everything ready to go. Kristen had rented a bike from the store, and so she's going to return that now. So you can rent bikes here, you can rent kayaks, paddle boards, number of different things here. So it's very convenient if you don't have one with you, because there's lots of places here to ride bike, lots of paved roads, paved trails, and also dirt or sandy trails as well through the woods. So yeah, pretty nice park here. We have really enjoyed it.